It's great to see you again. Doing all right?
Good, great.
Mimi, Chris, how are you? Nice to meet you.
Ed.
Come on, we'll do a picture together. You can get a bad picture of me on the internet anywhere. How we doing, guys?
Watch Chris Christie work the crowds at the Jersey Shore.
Hi there. How are you?
And he may look like your typical glad-handing politician.
Wayne, all right.
But the New Jersey governor would be the first to tell you, proudly, there's nothing typical about him.
I'll tell you what I think most American politicians sound like, and what more important than what I think, what citizens think. Remember Charlie Brown's teacher? All right, wah, 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 wah. It all sounds the same, and you can't really understand what it is. No one says that about me. Nobody says that about me.
Did I say on topic? Are you stupid? On topic. On topic. Next question.
And if they did, he probably wouldn't let them get away with it.
Thank you all very much, and I'm sorry for the idiot over there.
As the Republican leader of a heavily Democratic state,
all they do is put out stupid reports.
he can be abrasive.
I don't have time to sully myself with this garbage. It's crazy.
He seldom minces words or spares feelings.
I mean, she should really be embarrassed at what a jerk she is.
Idiot, stupid, crazy. These are all words that you've used to describe people. Are these words that a person in your position, a leadership position, should be using?
Sure.
You think so?
Absolutely.
Idiot.
Sure. Someone's an idiot, they're an idiot.
Are you a bully?
No. No, I'm not a bully. But what I am is a fighter.
What's the difference?
Well, I think a bully is abusive, and a fighter is somebody who's willing to mix it up to defend his or her point of view.
Most Americans first got a glimpse of that fighting spirit last fall, when Superstorm Sandy battered New Jersey, causing $30 billion in damage to its prized tourism asset, the shore.
It is beyond anything I thought I'd ever see.
Christie comforted residents who'd lost loved ones and homes,
It is extraordinarily frustrating to me.
and later railed against Congress when relief money didn't come fast enough.
Our people were played last night as a pawn.
What do you think Sandy did for your image?
It broadened it a little bit to show something that was always there, but that people didn't have the opportunity to see before.
Which was what?
Compassion.
Of course, some people in his party didn't like seeing this. The warm reception the governor gave President Obama in the days leading up to the 2012 presidential election. Christie had endorsed fellow Republican Mitt Romney, but he embraced Democratic President Obama.
And I cannot thank the president enough for his personal concern and compassion for our state and for the people of our state.
You really don't think that helped him win the election?
No.
A little bit.
No.
There must have been people nudging you saying, don't be so nice to him.
Sure.
Come on.
Nudging is a nice way of putting it.
How would you put it?
Oh, they were badgering me. And I, quite frankly, was tired of it. I mean, what I said to people is, we're pulling dead bodies out of homes still. And if you think that what I'm concerned about is politics, you can forget it.
Hi, Governor.
Hey there, how are you?
Good to see you again.
Nice to see you as well.
Right now, Christie's fighting for re-election in November. He's ahead of Democrat Barbara Buono by more than 30 points and has a 66% approval rating, even though polls find most New Jerseyans disapprove of Christie's handling of some key issues, like same-sex marriage.
You do not believe in same-sex marriage?
I do not. But what I will tell you is that I understand that good people of goodwill have a difference of opinion on this. And so my view on it is, put it on the ballot. Let people decide.
On Friday, a judge ruled that New Jersey must allow same-sex marriage. Christie vowed to appeal. And at a campaign stop in the city of Orange this past week, Christie was greeted by protesters jeering him about his veto of a minimum wage bill. Still, to Christie, conflict is a comfort zone.
So this is where you spent the first 5 years of your life?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. My mom went to that high school, so this was her neighborhood.
Chris Christie was born in Newark, though his family moved away because of the failing schools. His mom was Sicilian and a Democrat. His dad is Irish and a Republican.
They argued openly, loudly in our house, between each other, with us. It was the atmosphere in the home. And so when you see your role models feel passionately about the things they believe in, you emulate them.
That's where I live.
That's where you live? You from the hood. You gonna fix this
See?
for us?
See?
Huh?
You didn't think I was from the hood, did you?
You from the hood?
You didn't think I was from the hood.
The 4-story walk-up where he lived is now a vacant lot. But Christie's memories are clear, especially of his mother, Sandra, who died 9 years ago. Her presence seems so large in your life.
Oh, yeah. I mean, she is today still the most dominant force in my life, still. Coming back to places like this, you know, with you is, you know, makes me feel her presence, you know, even more.
Christie met Mary Pat Foster, the other female force in his life, in college. Both Catholics, they married in 1986 and have 4 kids. With her blessing, Christie entered local politics as a county legislator in 1994. But when he lost his bid for re-election 3 years later, he nearly walked away for good.
After I lost, I never thought I'd be a candidate for anything again. I just thought maybe this isn't for me.
Why?
Because I lost.
And it hurt that much that was it. You wanted to walk away.
Well, it wasn't the hurt that did it. You think you only want to do things that you're successful at. It caused me to reflect a lot and to just think about whether or not this is really the right thing for me to do.
He turned to a law career and was appointed U.S. Attorney for New Jersey by President George W. Bush in 2001. 8 years later, Christie jumped back into politics.
Hey, New Jersey, we did it.
Running for governor and winning against incumbent Democrat John Corzine. As governor, Christie's made plenty of waves, cutting taxes to the wealthy and cutting tenure for teachers. But he's also been known to compromise and says now politicians in Washington should do the same. Do you think that the Republicans should be forcing a shutdown of the government if they don't get their way?
No, I think there's got to be a solution other than that. And I don't think that we should be doing that. I don't think, and I quite frankly, to be fair, I don't think you hear responsible Republican leaders advocating a shutdown of the government.
So those who are advocating it, are they irresponsible?
Well, I think it's always irresponsible if you're running the government to be advocating for shutting it down. That by definition is a failure. You got to work it out. I think these are the kind of places government should be supporting.
In New Jersey, he's found some common ground with Democrats, like recommending rehabilitation instead of prison for first-time drug offenders.
Nonviolent kids, young adults who get themselves, who make bad choices. Who among us haven't made a bad choice in life? Hey guys. All right, man, how are you?
At this rehab center in Patterson, and it seems wherever the governor goes,
how are you? I'm trying, buddy. I'm trying.
People weigh in on his weight.
I think I'm fine, but I'll stay away from the donuts. You got it, buddy. Thank you.
I've made jokes about you, not just one.
It's been a favorite subject of late-night comedians, sometimes with the governor playing along. But the 51-year-old took it seriously enough to have lap band surgery earlier this year.
You're amazing. You look great. Thank you. I'm feeling good.
We don't give numbers, but what I will say is, you know, I'm more than halfway to my goal.
And there's speculation that Christie has another goal, the White House in 2016.
People ask me, am I going to stay in New Jersey? And I said, that's what I intend to do.
So does that mean you'll serve out your full term?
We'll see. I don't know. That's a decision I have to make further down the road, isn't it?
You can say that, but the people of New Jersey want to know if you're going to stick around.
Well, do they? How do you know that?
Come on.
How do you know that? I mean, what I think people...
Do you think people in New Jersey don't care whether you run for president in 2016?
You know, I think most of them probably don't. I'm not making that decision now, and I never would. It'd be stupid for me to do it. See, there's that word. Using it on myself. If I were to make that decision now, it would be stupid.
Come on, where's our camera?
Come here,
Who's taking the picture?
Of course, there's still plenty of time for Chris Christie to decide whether to run for higher office.
Great to see you.
And plenty of time for Americans to decide whether they like what they see.
Look at my record, look at what I've done, judge me for who I am, and then I'll live with whatever that judgment is. I've done it before. You know, I've lived with winning and losing. And what I realize is, if you're yourself, the next day the sun comes up, no matter what happens.
Even if you lose.
Sure. It's a little sadder, but it still comes up.